evening, YouTube. Welcome back to this next episode of FPL Family. We get this, as I was saying before the microphones stopped working. This is one of my favourite live streams of the season. We get it done early, folks. We get the pre-season predictions done early. I love this because we talk about what we think is going to happen throughout the course of the 38-game week season. And what we do, guys, what we do. Have you got all the bits and pieces there?
Yeah.
Are they?
You told me to put them down by me.
They're all ready, are they? Okay, I won't get them out yet. We'll save the suspense.
In case I knock the mic or something.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know what happened there. I put a little. I plugged the mic back in my end, and it seemed to be okay. But anyway, we've got everything ready for the pre-season predictions. What we do is we will talk about who we think is going to be the top FPL point scorer in each position. Yep. Then we'll talk about who's going to be Golden Boot, who we think is going to get relegated, the champions, the top four, all that sort of stuff. What we think is going to happen over the course of the season. We put it in an envelope and then we put it in that cupboard over there and we leave it. We leave it for 38 game weeks. And in May, what happens. We get the envelope out and we find out what I thought, we find out what you thought, and we find out what you guys think. We want to hear from you guys when we get to that point in the live stream. We'll be getting in the chat and I want it to be as interactive as possible. I want you guys telling us who you think is going to be the top FPL point scorer in each position, for example. Get the chat going, want to hear about it, and then we'll write it down, we'll put it in the envelope, and then we will see it in 38 game weeks from now. So there we go, pre-season prediction time. Excited?
I am.
Always.
I have just remembered.
Go on.
I spent all that time making the slides. I haven't made one for the overall top point scorer, have I?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got some amazing graphics. Again, your graphics absolutely on point at the minute with Adobe Photoshop, whatever it is you're using. Brilliant. So we've got loads of graphics going on. The fact you didn't do one for overall top point scorer is fine. We can make that up as we go along.
We'll have to make that up as we go along.
Do not worry.
We'll just have to squeeze that one in.
Do not worry.
So we've don't care anyway.
The podcasters, they love the graphics. They absolutely love it. So welcome to the live stream, guys. Maybe this is your first FPL Family live stream. If it is, welcome along. Hit the like and subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. We will be here. We'll absolutely endeavour to be here at 9 p.m. every Sunday talking about all of the Fantasy Premier League action from the weekend. So this is your regular Sunday night slot. This is your home of FPL.
It's the family time. Sunday night's family time.
It's family time, yeah. Sorry, my shirt's a bit skew-whiff,
yeah, it's a bit skew-whiff. I've sorted it out.
Thank you. This is family time, yeah. 9 p.m. on a Sunday night. Whether we've had a good week or a bad week, guys, in FPL, it doesn't matter. If we've had a good week, we come and we celebrate. If we've had a bad week, we come and we take the piss out of each other. That is how this thing goes. And every now and again, we might even drop in a little nugget of FPL wisdom. You never know.
Will we?
You never know. Well, sometimes it has been known to happen every now and again. But first things first, Sam, we should say congratulations to Crystal Palace. Oh, I was going to say congratulations to Crystal Palace. If you want to wish me a happy birthday, you may.
It was Lee's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Lee.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it feels good being 21. You know, it feels good. Feel energized being 21. Something like that.
21 plus 20.
Something like that. So 21 again yesterday. Yes, had a lovely day yesterday. So thank you for everything that you did yesterday.
We kicked some footballs around.
We did the Tocker Social thing, didn't we, the O2? Anyone, and get in the chat if you've done Tocker Social at the O2 or anywhere else. I don't know if
like it there.
I don't know if it is anywhere else.
Yeah,
but
they've got more of them now. There's one in Birmingham and there's also one in White City.
Yeah, for those of you that are not aware of Tocker Social, give it a Google. But it's basically an interactive football game. The footballs come flying out via this kind of automated, I don't know what you call it, a football flyer outerer. And you smack it back at the screen and it interacts. You have to hit atoms and zombies and stuff and you get points. So I've
got better, I'm just saying.
Properly good. You have got a lot better. I think that's because you tend to do your scout meetups there, don't you?
We do go there with scout. So I have had a bit more practice maybe than you have.
Yeah, but it's good to watch Max Max is getting better at it now. His first touch getting better. So I think it's a really good. Tocker Social, very good. So yes, birthday and all that sort of stuff yesterday. Thank you for the well wishes. But we got to say, congrats to Crystal Palace.
Oh, yes.
Community Shield winners earlier today. Good game. Enjoyed it. Learned a lot, I think, as well, about both sides. Maybe before we get to pre-season predictions, and of course we've got latest drafts and stuff going on, and we'll say hello to all of you guys in just a second. But before we get to any of that, Sam, thoughts on Community Shield from an FPL perspective? What did you see? Did you change your mind on anything going into your draft?
Yep.
I did. I'll be honest. I did. Go on.
I mean, I had Mateta anyway going into the game, so I was kind of really interested by this one. I said to you, didn't I, as we were driving home to watch it, I was like, this game feels big in terms of how pre-season game week 1 drafts end. because I've got Mateta at the moment, so kind of all eyes on him.
Good to see him taking a pen with Eze on the pitch. That seems...
And good to see him score both of his penalties and Eze not scoring his...
And by the way, he scored both his penalties very well. He took them well. There was no, Alisson just missed it. No, 2 great pens.
I think that's kind of solidified my thinking that he's the penalty taker there. So from a Palace perspective, I think it solidified my desire to have Mateta in my team, despite João Pedro scoring again for Chelsea today at the same time.
Let's do Chelsea separately, because there was a lot to take from that game as well. Yes.
There was indeed. And then from a Liverpool perspective, I was I'm a bit all changed. I'm a bit confused, to be honestly, because...
Any nerves on Salah? Not involved today, was he?
Not involved particularly today. However, this is Salah. Like, I'm not overly concerned about Salah. I did like Verts. Note that he was one of only 2 players on the pitch today that would have got DevCon points. So
yeah, Verts was one of the DEFCONs, wasn't he? Was the other Will Hughes come on as a sub, didn't he? Or...
Good skills there, good knowledge.
Well, this is the thing now, isn't it? We're in the new DEFCON FPL world. We're looking out for stuff like this on Twitter, aren't we? Who's getting the +10
and actually,
or the +12 on DEFCON?
The only one really close in the Liverpool defence to it was Kanate. It wasn't Virgil. I think he got 6.
Virgil got 6. Yeah, so not even close. Yes.
Obviously, no clean sheet would have been there. I've been massively turned off by the Liverpool defence today.
So go on then. That was one of my key takeaways, was the way that we defended. What did you take away from that game in terms of how we defended?
You didn't really. I think that was my slight problem, is that the Liverpool team today was very much set up to attack and attacked well. Like when you were in attack. Really nice free-flowing football. I really enjoyed watching Frimpong, and to a certain extent Kirk is on the other side, but especially Frimpong. I like him a lot. I like the speed.
They both got forward in different ways. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, go on. What else defensively?
But that did mean that there was a vulnerability at the back, and that's a problem. So those two bamming. What's bamming? Those two bombing forwards. Left a vulnerability behind, because Van Dijk, Kanate, they were reliant on, weirdly, Cody Gakpo coming back and kind of covering down that side to support them. Yeah. Which I just thought there was a vulnerability, and Crystal Palace were able to exploit it. Yeah. Not just with the 2 goals that they scored, but there were multiple other occasions during the game where Palace on a counter-attack were able to exploit it. And I look at the sides that you have in the early weeks of the Premier League and think, given that we don't see a lot of clean sheets generally across the board in the opening weeks, I look at Liverpool's fixtures and think, well, those sides that you have, you've got difficult games in there, they can definitely score against you. And so if we're not sure what's going to happen in terms of defensive contribution points for Virgil, like he wouldn't have got any today, it puts me off investing there. It makes me think, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to invest in Liverpool defence, I'd rather go for a Kirkes or a Frimpong, because they're more likely to be involved in those attacking potential returns. Yeah.
I think you've summed it up nicely. I think we looked like a team that needs to gel. Like Crystal Palace. So first of all, fair play to Crystal Palace. I think they deserve to win, frankly. I think they out-XG'd us. I think they created better chances.
They're a good side. They're a really good side.
They are. I mean, first 15, 20 minutes, we were quite dominating on the ball. But then the penalty kind of changed the momentum of the game. And they were good. Like it was a pen in the final sort of 20, 25 minutes. I thought, Palace deserved to win. They deserved to win, right? So I'm taking nothing away from them, right? But they played like a team that were a team. They've been together for a bit. He's got them working together. They all know what each other are doing.
Yeah.
Whereas Liverpool played like a team. Certainly defensively, they've got a lot of work to do to gel, right? Yeah. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson have been the fullbacks for 8-9 years.
Yeah, a long time.
So now we're changing them both at the same time. And on the Saar goal in particular, Van Dijk steps up, and the rest of them don't. In particular, Frimpong doesn't step up. No. So it's all right, Van Dijk looking bereft that he and Kanate have gone up as the 2. But if you haven't got everybody in sync...
Well, we tell that to Max, don't we?
Yeah, but the point is, from a defensive perspective, we look like a team that hasn't played a lot together before, and we haven't. So I'll talk about that in a second. From an attacking perspective, I thought we looked like a team that were on the right wavelength. And every time I listen to Arne Slot and his post-match interviews from a lot of the friendlies that we've watched, he focuses on the positive. And the positive is always, we scored this goals, we scored this goals, we scored this goals. And just today in the Community Shield, he's just started to talk about, okay, defensively, we're not quite good enough. And if you look back at our pre-season results, we've conceded against Milan, we conceded 1 in Japan, we conceded against Bilbao, as Slot was saying, right? We conceded 2 again today. Mm-hmm. We're not keeping clean sheets on the regular, but we are scoring goals on the regular.
Okay, so let's talk about the scoring goals then, because I'll tell you who really impressed me today.
Well, can we do defence first then? Because we both got Van Dijk. What are you going to do with him? Last time we sat here, we were going, yeah, he's nailed in our drives because he's DEFCON. Liverpool will keep clean sheets and he's got goal threat. Now, all of a sudden, I'm looking at him thinking, I don't know if I want to get him.
So I think there's 2 things to say about this, isn't there? The first thing is, should one game throw away everything that we've thought about during the course of this pre-season? Now, you are absolutely spot on with what you've just said. You haven't been keeping clean sheets at all season. And actually, on the official pod this week, I laughed at Jules for suggesting that you go without a Liverpool defender. But he was basically saying, oh, look, Liverpool are good in attack, but they're not good defensively at the moment. They're not solid. And so if they're going to concede goals, do you want to spend 6 million on them? And I think that's the issue, isn't it? Is that all summer, well, in my first draft, I had Frimpong. Or did I have Kirkes? No, I had Kirkes. And then I've, over the course of time, with the defensive contributions thing, changed my mind and gone to Virgil because of that stability and the fact that there's no rotation risk and the fact that, you know, he gets defensive contribution.
Yeah. What did you make of the absence of Gravenberch today? That's the point I want to get to.
Well, he was only absent because he had a baby for it, right? So it's not an injury.
It affect the tactics?
Yeah, but this is my point, is that it's not an injury, so he will be back for game week 1. So in terms of the tactical changes...
He won't be back for game week 1. He's suspended for game week 1, if you remember.
Yes,
he's suspended, I think, for the first 2 or 3. So
I forgot that.
That was going into this game. I was sort of expecting to see Endo start because I thought, well, he'll want to get Endo match fit ready for game week 1. And then when the Gravenberch news dropped that his partner's had a baby, congratulations to him, great. I thought, well, Endo's locked then, absolutely locked. Instead, he played Curtis Jones there. And I thought, why have you done that? Why have you done that? Because, and that was part of the undoing, I think, of... I thought that was part of the reason Palace were able to get through us as easily as they were. Because you're right, the fullbacks were buying on, no doubt about it. And that is going to be the case for the season,
I think that's what we expect.
Frimpong is going to bomb. He was not that bothered about defending.
Well, he's rapid.
And with Salah there, who's also not asked about doing much defending, that is going to be a problem for us on that side.
Yeah.
There will be teams that exploit that, and Palace did well today to exploit it. Mm-hmm. Now, when Gravenberch's in the team, I think he naturally will cover some of that, and I think that will be less of an issue. But Curtis Jones is not a CDM, so he didn't know what to do there. So that's part of the problem. On the other side, you've got Kirkes bombing on, and you're right, Cody Gakpo was asked to do quite a lot defensive in terms of covering. Right, in terms of covering. So that put me off of Gakpo a little bit, because I was looking at it thinking, I don't really want even though he's only 7.5 midfielder, I don't want him covering Kirkes' runs. I'm having to do some defensive work. I want him.
You want him to be there, yeah.
So again, I don't know what to make of that, because in a Gravenberch team, he'll cover that, right? He's smart enough to cover it. And I think with the 2 fullbacks bombing on, Gravenberch there forming a 3 and covering for each of the fullbacks when they do bomb on, I just thought today it didn't work, and it was gaping holes because Curtis Jones was there.
So what about on Friday? So if Gravenberch is still out, which I'd totally forgotten that was a thing. So yeah. So he's still out on Friday night against Bournemouth. It didn't work with Curtis Jones in there today. What's Slot going to do him against Bournemouth?
Absolutely perfect question. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, you put Endo in there. But he didn't. He put Curtis Jones in there. And he put Endo on in second half. And it sort of worked. Is he fully fit? I don't know. I don't think he's never been first choice there, is he? Let's not beat around the bush. It's always been Gravenberch.
Yeah.
And you stick Endo on last 20 minutes to shut up shop. That's how he's used Wataru Endo. So to put Curtis Jones in there today, yeah, I'm not saying he's not a good player, Curtis Jones. I like him. He's Liverpool through and through, and in the attacking third, he's a very useful player. But he is not a 6. And I thought with him and with Wirtz and with Szoboszlai in there today, and I thought Szoboszlai was well off it as well today. Took his penalty away in the shootout, but apart from that, was off it. I didn't get it. I didn't get that midfield 3 today. Now, you know, in the cold light of day when we're a few game weeks in, Gravenberch comes back from his suspension, and it's Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Maka, Verts. It's it's a combination of any of those, and probably it works and looks good. But today with Jones there, it didn't look good. And to your question, do you therefore want Liverpool defence for the first few weeks while Gravenberch's not there? I'm not sure you do. And on that basis, I'm probably going to change my draft and not have a Liverpool defender for the first few weeks because of no Gravenberch. It's making a difference for me, that. It is affecting the way I think, I have to say.
Watching you today was the first time I've really thought...
How important is Gravenberch? He's important.
Yeah, but it was the first time today where I've thought, if I'm going to invest in Liverpool from game week 1 with a defender, it has to be an attacking one. Because there's not clean sheets there.
And if you were going to pick one of them, you'd go Frimpong, would you?
Well, I think it's very easy to sit here and say you go Frimpong based upon the fact that he scored today. But it was the weirdest goal ever.
Yeah. 0.01 XG, very low XG.
It was very lucky.
But on the 20th minute...
it did feel like there was a bit of...
Oh my God, I just
divine intervention, didn't it?
Ali McCoy said it in the commentary, got like goosebumps. And I only because I'm a Liverpool fan, I did a bit as well. I was just like, how... First of all, I obviously cheered the goal straight away. The goal, gut reaction was you cheer the goal. Then it's like, how's he done that? And like, has it got a deflection? Must be an OG.
Yeah.
And then you look at the replay and it's like,
clearly not.
He's hit it with the outside of his right foot and it's kind of like fluked in. And then you're like, oh my God, it's in like the 20th minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like, yeah, it was mad. It was a mad goal. But you're right. I don't know if, I'm not looking at that goal, a 0.01 XG goal, and going, I definitely want Frimpong on the back of that.
No, that's the thing. I think if you just look at Liverpool's result today on paper and you go, oh, Frimpong scored, I'll go there. But I don't feel that was really reflective of the game. Frimpong was very fast. He was good. I enjoyed watching him today. I think I preferred the work that Kerkez was doing on the other side in terms of the creative stuff that he does out there. I think I preferred him.
Was he that creative today, Kerkez?
I just think that we know what we're going to get with Kerkez, don't we? Like, so I think if you look back at it on his career at Bournemouth, plus then what we've seen in pre-season, I think of the two, I just slightly lean towards Kerkez. But on the back of today, if you just look at it, you go, well, I'll get Frimpong because he scored a goal. But
Frimpong was very, very wide, and Kerkez was not always wide.
I'll be honest, it's put me right off the Liverpool defence of watching your performance today.
Yeah, it does put me off a little bit. It does. In attack, though, what are we saying about attack? And we do need to get on and say hello to a few people first. But Florian Wirtz and Salah, we've had the Salah conversation.
Well, Wirtz...
Ekitike.
Wirtz I enjoyed watching today. He's everywhere. Here, there, everywhere. That's exactly what I want from a 8.5 million midfielder. Would have picked up 2 defensive contribution points as well, as we've said.
Yeah.
And
again,
I
have to pick you up on that again a little bit. He's here, there and everywhere. That's what you want. Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, he was the definition of a free role today, no doubt about it, including dropping very deep and getting involved.
Yeah, but I don't mind that because that's how he's going to pick up the defensive contribution points. So he's got free reign to go everywhere. So that means I think he's likely to do what he did today, which is get an attack in return, plus also pick up the defensive contribution points. I think we'll see that on a regular. And, if you look at that from an FPL perspective, he would have picked up 4 points for the assist. He'd have got a couple of defensive contribution points, 2 points for starting the game. He might have even snuck a bonus point on that basis. So before you know it, you're looking at 8 or 9 pointer for 1 assist. Yeah. The same with Bruno yesterday in the Manchester United game. So I don't think there's a lot to dislike about that, particularly when you're 8.5 million.
Some guys are saying in the chat that would Wirtz have got DEFCON because he got 10 and don't the midfielders need to get 12?
Oh, actually, yes, you're right. You're right.
So actually, no.
So he wouldn't actually have got them. No, you're right. That's true. But
good point, chat.
That is a very, very, very good point.
We're still learning DEFCON, aren't we? Well done.
I keep forgetting that the midfielders have got to get 2 more.
I thought he was fantastic. I love him already. I think he's brilliant. I think he's on the right wavelength for all the other players.
Do you know who I enjoyed today?
Do I think he's an FPL asset though, Wirtz? I mean,
can't.
I think yes.
You can't.
But it's like, are there better ones from Liverpool? Do you know what I mean? I was like,
well, all right. This is a conversation about Ekitike then, isn't it? Because
go on.
While he was on the pitch, I thought he was brilliant today.
I was
really impressed by him.
Loved him.
Impressed by the movement he does create. I just was really impressed by everything about him today. I really enjoyed watching him. And when he went off, Liverpool looked like you didn't really know what you were doing. The formation went out the window. Now, all right, you could say, well, that's because you took off the number 9 and we didn't really have a replacement number 9 because obviously Darwin's left now. If you don't sign Isak, Ekitike looks like an absolutely no-brainer. FPL asset.
Yeah, he took his goal so well, didn't he? 0.03 XG, so very low XG.
Low XG,
but let's not take it away from the lad. He could easily have. He rolled his shoulder really well. He could have easily passed that sideways, but he thought, no, I'm going to have the confidence to try and whip that in the bottom corner, and he did. So fair play. I love to see it. And for him to get that first goal early doors in his Liverpool career is great.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think when we went off, he put, again, talk about, square pegs in round holes. He put, I think, Dom Szoboszlai in a kind of false 9 position.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
So he didn't want to take Gakpo off that left wing, which, as a Gakpo owner, or as a potential Gakpo owner, that says to me, he's pretty locked left. If anything, it makes me think there's a striker coming, because it's like Arne Slot's not looking at it and going, well, I might need you to play there, Gakpo, throughout the season, or Florian Wirtz, I might need you to push onto the 9. No, you keep practicing on the left, Gakpo, and Flo, you keep practicing there in the 10, because we're getting another striker. That's maybe what I took from that.
I think that's what you want to take as well.
Well, it's not only do I want to take it, but I think we probably need it, because if Hugo gets injured, I agree with you. I thought our shape was all over the place when he went off. And then when Wirtz went off as well, we then lacked a little bit of shape in midfield. I thought Ekitiko was probably the standout coming out of that game in terms of FPL.
I did too.
And I think you're right. If we don't sign Isak, I think he's locked.
I agree.
Ekitiko.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But in terms
of
shape,
the problem is that Isak's not going to be signed before game week 1.
No, and you said last week when we were here about even if he is, say a miracle happens and he signs before game week 1, which ain't going to happen, but say he signs tomorrow, he's not had a pre-season.
No.
Been training on his own. No games.
So he's had no games, no pre-season, nothing. So he's got, what is it? It's probably going to be the international break before he's fully ready.
Yeah, lots and lots to consider from the Community Shield. And we haven't even discussed Palace yet, have we? I haven't even discussed Palace, but...
maybe we'll discuss them as we go along, because I've got some Palace in my FPL team anyway, so we can
Let's do that. It's far too long on Liverpool. But I think, with a lot of FPL managers thinking about having 3 Liverpool, there was a lot coming out today. There was a lot coming out today in terms of, the shape of the team and the new boys fitting in and everything else, right? And they've got a long way to go, that team. A long way to go in terms of gelling, no doubt about it.
Should we say hello?
Let's say hello to everyone, Sam. We're 27 minutes in. We're going to say hello to everybody. We've had a couple of super chats. First one is from FPL Victorious Secret. Hello, Victorious. Nice to see you. There's so much value in midfield, he or she says, but I struggle with the forwards. That's why I'm on Haaland. And I think he outscores Salah in the first 6. What are your thoughts on this, Sam? There's going to be, for sure... After, Haaland scored in the pre-season friendly that City had the other day, and with Salah's trials and tribulations today in the Community Shield, that is going to be a bit of a narrative going into this week. What do you think? It's not, for me, it's no. For me, it's you stick with Mo.
I'll be sticking with Mo. I'll be sticking with Mo. And there's 2 reasons for that. The first one is because I hate the idea of in the opening game with such a high ownership on Salah of that risk factor. And I know that is a really, really lame thing to say, but I do think at the beginning of the season you have to consider these sorts of things. You want to get off to a steady start. You don't want to be chasing your tail straight away. You want to conform a little to the template? Is that what you're saying? You want to conform a little to template and take informed differential gambles with certain positions. So with that logic, yes, I'm going to go to the other half of Victoria's Secret's question and saying he's struggling with forwards. You're locking in then, Sam, from FPL Family, João Pedro. You're not at 53% owned. Well, 5 in 5 since he joined Chelsea. So I said to you today, as we were watching the Liverpool game and Chelsea were simultaneously playing, you said, Sam, João Pedro scored again. And I said, oh, God, I'm going to have to get João Pedro, aren't I? And I really don't want to, because I don't want to either. I'm really, really happy with Mateta. I'm really happy with the Mateta pick. And this is the problem, is that you're talking about a cheap option. Now, my one concern is, so you said that to me, then we continue to watch Liverpool, then he goes off and Liam Delap braces. So then I'm thinking, well, now what the hell do you do with Chelsea? Because this is what's going to happen. João Pedro's going to start games. He's going to score goals. He's going to go off. Liam Delap is going to score goals. Liam Delap's going to start games. Did you see Liam Delap's reaction sitting on the bench to João Pedro's goal? No. Well, let's just say he looks less than impressed. He's just like, For God's sake.
I've got to work here to get in this team.
Well, then he braced.
But I like that. And if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be sitting there going, yes. Yeah. Suddenly we've got, not just Jackson up front, and he's the one we've got to go to, who, by the way, has come out and said, I'm not up for fighting for this shirt. I want out. I'm like, okay, see you, mate. That's not the sort of attitude they want at Chelsea, I'm sure. So Delap and João Pedro now are going to be fighting out for that number 9 shirt. If I was a Chelsea fan, I would be all over that. Love it. I'd love to see it.
The reason I've gone off João Pedro isn't actually anything to do with how João Pedro's performed in pre-season.
53% own though, Sam.
I know this.
If you just said you've got to go a bit template, you've got to have him, haven't you? Got to.
The problem I have with João Pedro is that I know he's going to score goals. But I also know he's going to get subbed around the 65th minute.
Delap's going to get minutes.
And I know that Delap is also going to get games where he starts. Like, it would not surprise me to see João Pedro start 1 and Liam Delap start 2. And the problem with that is that I could go for Mateta, who's guaranteed to play every single game.
And on pens.
And he's on penalties. And I really like him and I want to have him. And so I think there's a judgment call that comes with that, because what I'm saying is, well, instead of having João Pedro, I'm going to have Cole Palmer. Because in my other drafts where I've had Pedro,
everyone's got him and all though.
Yes,
he's template.
He is template, but I think that there are those are the key ones for me. Those are the key template picks. Like, I think in and around this, like the cheaper options, there's going to be really popular ones, but those are the ones you also have to be mindful of, because João Pedro doesn't score in one. And Liam Delap comes off the bench and does score in one, I guarantee you João Pedro's taking a drop in price.
Especially if Mateta scores in the same game, because they're playing each other, aren't they, in the first game? Yeah, it's true. The Smiths, Azzy1986, thank you for the super chat, mate. Nice to see you. He says, there's all this Liverpool defensive talk. Does it make Evanilson and Semenyo better picks potentially for Bournemouth in game week 1, who have got to go to Anfield, of course? People have been warned off them both because of that Liverpool game, but great fixtures afterwards. Well,
it's a really interesting question.
It's a very good question, Azzy. It's a very good question. If we're sitting here saying that Liverpool giving up a lot of XG to Palace and, Gravenberch missing potentially, yeah, maybe that opening game, maybe we're all overlooking Bournemouth a little bit too much.
Look, the opening 4 weeks of the season throughout August, there are always less clean sheets than there are at any other point of the season. Like, always. I think Everton haven't kept one in the first 6 in years. So it's always really interesting to look at that as a factor, because particularly in the opening fixture of a game of the season, Bournemouth will go up there. They've got no defence. They've literally got no one left. They've sold 3 of them.
Zabani's gone to PSG now, hasn't he?
Yeah, 4 of them now, with Zabani going as well. So 4 of them out of the 5 going, obviously including the goalkeeper. So they're going to concede. However, they've held their attacking players. And they were good last season. The Kluiverts, the Semenyos, the Evanilsons. These were a really good attacking unit last year.
Evanilson scored again in a, I think, behind closed doors friendly, or like a practice game, let's say.
And so for me, it's I don't buy into the narrative of we'll just ignore Bournemouth because they've got a horrible fixture in game week 1. Like, it would not put me off investing in a player that I thought was worthwhile having. The thing that puts me off Semenyo is his price tag this year.
That's true. But it's a good question, Azzy. I think it does. We keep talking about these narratives that we're missing out on over the course of the pre-season, and yeah, maybe Bournemouth haven't had enough love from us, no doubt about it. Welcome to the FPL Family YouTube channel, Paul Mullins. Thank you, Paul Mullins. Is that the guy that used to play up front for Wrexham? Do we think?
Where's he playing now? Somewhere in...
I don't know. I think he's got a transfer,
so
isn't he?
He was on the telly.
I doubt it's the Paul Mullins. But
imagine
Paul,
if it was.
Welcome to the FPL Family channel. Becoming a member here over at the channel. And speaking of which, a member that has been here, Sam, for 41 months. 41 months. Nigel the Crab, Cyberdet. Nice to see you, mate.
Simon.
He says, evening, mate. If you want a completely under-the-radar pick who has outrageous talent, then Estavo at Chelsea... He's better than Endrick, and Real wanted him. Yeah, he's gone massively under my radar, Estavo. How do you say this guy? Estavo, I think is how you say it.
I think that's right.
You know much about this player?
Well, only that Tom, FFS Tom...
And Chelsea fan.
Big Chelsea fan. He does not stop ranting and raving about him. In fact, he was at the...
Well, Sai's saying the same thing.
Yeah, he's been at both of the friendlies this weekend. They had one on Friday night, which he went to, and then he's been at one today. And today in our Slack, the FFS Slack channel, we just kept getting pictures of him this player. So Tom really rates him and thinks he is the best thing since sliced bread. So yeah, I think he might go under the radar a little bit. I think the problem is that with Chelsea, it's kind of like, as you've already pointed out, there's two very, very popular picks in Palmer and in João Pedro.
Yeah, and Cucurella is, I think, quite popular as well, and might be even more so now. We're looking potentially for a 6 million defender to cover Virgil.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't much fancy them for a clean sheet either, to be honest, without Colwell. But
that's a blow for them, wasn't it?
Yeah, big blow.
That. Yeah, blow.
2 ACLs
is that
in
ACL?
pre-season. Yeah. Him and Maddison both doing their
I do
ACLs.
wonder whether that might be. I hope not for Chelsea's sake, right? But they've had no rest, these boys, and I do worry that bad injuries might come.
Well,
I hope not, but let's see.
Yeah, but I think he'll be one to watch. I mean, I know not for you because you love a differential and you'll just go all out there from the beginning. But for everyone else, I think you could afford to wait and watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else we got in? Christopher Warburton, very nice to see you, mate. John Tyner, also a member here at the YouTube FPL Family YouTube channel. Just by the subscribe button, guys. There's a subscribe button which you should all be hitting anyway, as you know. But then there is a join button as well. If you want to join us and support the channel, that is the button to hit to join George and Sean and John and Paul and all of you folks that have joined us here as a member on the FPL Family channel. We've got Liam is in. Hello, mate.
Had a lovely chat with Liam I did this week, Lee.
Now, last I checked the Bristol City score, they were doing all right. I think they were 3-1 up this weekend, Bristol City. Yeah. Liam, did you win? I had a lovely Patreon. In fact, I've had 3 lovely Patreon calls this week. I had a Patreon call with Liam, had one with Steve, and I had one with Phil. All delightful chats. So yeah, that is wonderful. We'll talk a bit more about Patreon later, I'm sure, but I absolutely love having the Zoom guys in for a chat. Nice pre-season chat with them 3 this week was lovely. There's guys in the chat saying Bristol City won 4-1. They're top of the league.
Top the league.
Yeah, Liam, top of the league, mate. You could dine out on that for a little while.
In case you didn't know, we all like a bit of Bristol City in the Slack because of Liam.
Yeah, I love that most of the chat are going, yeah, they won 4-1, whereas Liam's gone, it was 1-4, by the way. We were away. We won 4-1. So nice, just to get that in. I like it.
They were the TV game as well, weren't they? The evening game on Sky.
Yes, they were. Yeah. Yes, they were. Daniel Banks is here. Daniel Scott Schrager, the OG, is here. Nice to see you, mate. Kingdom FC, Henry, Louise Brown, a whole host of you are in. So guys, thank you very much for joining us here on the FPL channel. Obviously, like the video if you're enjoying the video, and if you are not yet subscribed, what are you playing at? Hit that subscribe button ahead of the new season. Sam, let's get into. We've discussed it a little bit. I want to go to your draft. Oh, here we go.
We're starting with the draft,
transition work? The transition worked. I think might have glitched a bit. Who knows?
Glitchy there,
but let's talk about our latest drafts now. You and I put some of these. Well, I certainly put mine together before the Liverpool game today.
Too. Yeah.
So we will discuss on the back of the Liverpool game how this might have changed.
Yeah.
But talk me through your latest draft. I don't know if this is draft 2.0 for you, but I actually don't know. But what are we saying? Reinders.
This is draft.
Now you've gone from Chip Churkey over to Reinders. So you are still quite keen on the Pep Roulette, but you've just gone with Reinders because he banged in a couple of goals the other night.
This is draft 8.5 million.
8.5 million, nice.
So
feel like your rank.
This has, excuse me, I'm ranked number 1. I think you'll find. There's not 8.5 million people in the game yet, Lee. So,
not yet.
You can find yourself funny, but
how are we saying this guy, by the way? Is it Reinders or Reindeers?
No, it's not Reindeers.
George is just saying Reindeers.
No, it's not called Reindeers. I think it's Reinders, isn't it?
It's what?
Reinders?
Rain. Like groin?
It's not rain, I don't think.
Yeah. Someone get in the chat and tell us how to pronounce that
phonetically.
I've
watched a flipping video about him saying it as well, so I really should
George,
know.
It ain't reindeer.
It's definitely not reindeer.
And it's not Reinders.
He's not from the country.
He's not from like Bristol. Liam's like, he's not Reinders.
I don't know.
People are saying it's reindeers.
It's not reindeers.
I said Juan Barrasso, Reinders. Yeah, see,
Rhine.
I said Reinders.
Rhine. It's not rain, it's Rhine.
I said Reinders. That's the first thing I said. The first thing I said was Reinders.
Reinders, you said, I think.
Right, get on with it. Reinders.
Anyway, so let's just talk about my team for a minute. So
Rudolph, people are saying.
I have gone right off the Chelsea defence.
Right.
On the back of the Colwell news.
Okay.
Because
that is a blow.
It's a blow. So it has put me off the Chelsea defence. Now, I haven't watched today's pre-season game, to be fair, because I was watching the Community Shield. So I'll have a little bit of a look at how they played later. But I have gone off the idea of Sanchez in goal. I've somehow ended up with Sells in goal, and I don't really know how that's happened.
What happened to Kelleher? Because last we discussed Kelleher, he was bumming it down the wing, wasn't
he? Not in the squad for the last pre-season
I noticed.
friendly.
But your heat map that you shared of him the other week,
No,
he's playing left wing.
That's why he's injured, Lee. Because he keeps
running
bombing
too
off
much.
down the left and the right wing. He's got to learn to stay in his goal.
People that haven't seen the video from a couple of weeks ago are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
What?
I put the wrong heat map up. It's fine. It's all over. I don't think any of the player graphics are wrong. Please let me know if they are. I'm sure you all will.
Good so far.
So far, so good.
So far.
So I've ended up with Sales in goal at the minute. So Sales in goal, rotating with Dubravka because, literally
got him, haven't they?
Talk about, he'll be the highest. Well, how much is out?
What a dream signing that was.
He's already up at 25% ownership. By game week 1, he'd be 75, 80% owned.
Dubravka
Probably
from
the most
Newcastle
owned
to
player in the game.
Burnley. Thank you. That is everyone's 4.0.
It's a gift. And actually, you could potentially go for the double up of the 4.0s if you fancy a really early wild card, but I'm not going there. So, Sells and Dubravka currently in between the sticks. A back 5 currently still got Virgil, but I've really gone off that idea today.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep on it before I act on it. 8 Nori. I can't shift it, so I think I'm going to stick. Mickey.
Stick? You've gone Vardiol in this draft, no? You've gone 8, so the graphic says Vardiol, and on your phone you've got 8 Nori.
Because I keep changing. Because the problem is
you really are undecided about this one, aren't you?
I keep flipping between the two. So I've changed it since I made that graphic, which was literally about 4 hours ago. I can't decide between the two of them because Vardiol is the safe comfort blanket pick because he can play in 2 positions, and I don't worry so much about rotation, but it's a little bit boring. 8 Nori, more fun, but a little bit more risky, and I can't decide. So between the two, Mickey, the legend Van de Ven, going to live forever in my team. Then my bench 2 defenders.
Would you not, sorry to linger on the Spurs point, but Van de Ven, yeah, good value at 4.5. I don't disagree until he gets injured. Porro at 5.5, going to be on set pieces now with no Maddison. I mean, he's going to be your most creative player, isn't he?
Where are you going to find $1 million? Well, I could take it out of Virgil.
Well, okay, your team aside, is he worth 5.5 Porro for you? In just anyone's team?
Maybe now.
Because he was in one of my drafts earlier this week.
So the problem is that we're not going to not sign a 10. I just don't believe that we don't sign a 10 before the end of August when the transfer window closes. There'll be somebody will come in. We'll sign someone before the transfer window closes.
Who are you not even linked with anyone?
I'm absolutely convinced.
Gibbs White was the one, wasn't it? But
he was the one we wanted. It wasn't illegal. They've basically tied him up and told him he's got to sign a new contract.
With Marinakis,
they literally probably have done something illegal to get him to sign a contract. Anyway.
What is it? I'm just like, I don't want to go off on a Spurs tangent, but I'm going to. Like, you get in the Champions League, there's a certain amount of money that comes with winning the Europa League and getting in the Champions League. Now, Man United didn't, right? They lost that final, and they've gone and spent a shitload of money on a load of good players. Sorry. There goes the monetisation. Spurs, all the money in the world for getting the Champions League, sign Kudus, which is good.
Yeah.
Try and get Morgan Gibbs-White with a backhander illegally on the cheap. And don't sign anyone else. Instead, Levy's come on with this charm offensive and being all like getting his interviews and I back Thomas Frank, he's got to deliver us the league and this thing about you want to build a load of hotels around the stadium. When is Levy going to start putting his hand in his pocket and buying some decent players? What's going on at your club again? Come on.
Nothing. Do you want to get back in your box?
I just don't... Like, what? Levy's such a skinflint, isn't he? He's so tight.
What are you talking about? This summer we've sacked a manager and had to pay him off. We've got a whole new management team, had to buy them in, pay compensation to Brentford. So we've done that. Then we've gone out and signed Kudus for 60 million, by the way, not an insignificant sum of money. Then we tried to buy Gibbs White for 60 million as well.
How much do you get for being in the Champions League and winning the Europa League? That's not pocket change. You're European champions.
We will sign a 10. We will sign a 10 this window. We'll go out and sign somebody. I don't quite know who it's going to be yet, but we will sign a 10.
Even if you do, he's not bedded into the team. Frank's not had him in pre-season, so it'll take time to get him up to speed.
Which means
I
think Paps are playing the 10 for now. Which
Okay.
I quite like.
All right.
I had him in a draft this week. I quite like it.
Okay.
Anyway, you've distracted me. What was the original question? Porro.
Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, if we don't sign a number 10 before Lee went off on a tangent, then Porro will take the majority of set pieces. He'll be the one on corners. He'll be the one on free kicks.
Madders is done, isn't he? He's like season.
It's an ACL. He's out for 7 months. So
hell. Poor guy.
he literally played for about 10 minutes or something and did his ACL. I still blame Newcastle, but there you are. So Porro, yes, he will have more attacking threat.
Worth $1 million extra. You love Mickey though, don't you?
Oh, I mean, I do love Mickey. Yeah. But I think if you're looking for attacking threat, then yes, absolutely, he is worth it. And we do know how important set pieces are to Frank's teams.
Yeah.
We've seen that over the course of pre-season. We've seen that as well. So yes, I think if you've got the million, I just think it's really hard because most people haven't got a spare million. So, and in all the defences that you can save $1 million, I think this is the one.
All right. So for the sake of the podcasters, you've got Sells and Dubravka in goal, Vardiol, Virgil, Van de Ven, Ronaldo and Rodon at the back. But you are flirting between Ryan Aït-Nouri and Vardiol. Your midfield currently on the graphic is Salah, Wirtz, Palmer, Kudus and Reinders. Any change to that hot off the press in your current team, or is that currently where you're at?
No, that's currently still where I am. I still there. The Super Cup performance on Wednesday night will determine what happens with that Kudus position. Mm-hmm. It will. Okay. Because in an ideal world, I don't know. I would really like Brennan Johnson, but I got 5.5 more. Is
Brennan 0.5? Is he 7? Is he? And Kudus 6.5. You got to find 0.5 there, haven't you?
I feel like I have to, but it's really hard because finding 0.5 is difficult. But Virgil could become a 5.5, and then I can find it.
You can have Kieran. You can have Dewsbury Hall rather than Reinders.
I don't want Dewsbury Hall.
He's playing quite advanced for Everton the other night in that friendly, taking corners.
I don't want Dewsbury Hall.
He's $5 million. Is that enable you to get Brennan?
I mean, I had Belieber before as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't want.
He might be gone, mightn't he? We're going to be in Man United.
I don't want Dewsbury Hall.
Okay. Anybody else in your thoughts though? So those 5 are the current draft. Who's your player that you wish you had in there that's not? Of that 5, is there a player that you're like, no, I'd really like to get that? What about Bruno Fernandes? No Bruno Fernandes? No.
No.
God, blimey, okay.
I'm not feeling the Bruno love.
All right.
I haven't felt the Bruno love at all yet. Brennan Johnson's the one I'd
Brennan?
like. Yeah.
Of all the players, so that's
really
your 5,
happy.
and the player you really wish you had is Brennan Johnson. And you're not feeling the Bruno love, even though he's DEFCONing it like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Getting assists, and he's everything good about what Man United are doing in pre-season.
Yeah, but I think they might be taught a lesson against Arsenal in game week 1.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
God, I tell you what, I'm not sure about that. I think United look
they
all right.
They did this last pre-season, Lee.
Different team.
No, they did it last pre-season.
They were different.
It's the same
They're
thing.
different.
I guarantee you it's the same thing. Same problems, different season.
I'm not sure about that. I think United could be more of a force this year.
Even if they
more
were,
of a force.
I would not go Bruno.
Who would you go then? You'd go Brian, wouldn't you? And Bumo.
Probably.
He's had a good pre-season. Oh, he looks pretty on it, doesn't he? He looks pretty on it. Anyway, I disagree with you. I think United are, if not back, then for sure they're going to be in and around it, I think. Your forward line then is Watkins, Mateta, and Mark Guiu, if I've said that correctly. Mm-hmm. What are we saying? Those still the 3 for you? Watkins, still happy with that?
Yeah, right. They're playing at the minute. Roger's not involved, not in the squad.
No, because he got a little bit of an ankle tweak, didn't he, the other day, which put us all in, the whole of FPL Twitter panicked when that happened. But doesn't look as if it's going to be too much of a problem, and I think he's going to be all right. But Watkins, 9 mil, happy with that?
Yeah, I am happy with that because I want to be able to give myself flexibility here.
George is saying Watkins scored twice today.
I want to be able to give myself
Has he really?
flexibility.
God, have a look at that.
And Watkins has been phenomenal in pre-season. So I've spent most of pre-season going, no. And Watkins has been over there flirting with me. He's been giving me the eye and going, have you seen this goal I've just scored? Look at me. Have you seen another goal I've just scored? Look at me.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's basically
he looks
what
great.
He's like what's the temptress called? You know the one in Greek mythology. What's
No.
that? Yes, you do.
I don't.
Sings a really beautiful song, but if you look at how you Medusa, when you turn to stone, that's Ollie Watkins. Tempting me, Lee.
What are you talking about?
That's what he's doing.
Watkins is like Medusa.
He's out there scoring beautiful goals.
What are you talking about?
Tempting me.
Apparently, according to the chat, he scored a couple of goals. So, for me, he's been in my last 2 or 3 drafts and he's not moved. He's one of those players where in the rest of our teams, we've got the Wirtz and the Reindeers and the Kuduses and those people like that who are a little bit, new to the team or new to the league. He's not a risk, is he, Watkins? It's just, he's going to play. He's going to play most of the games. He looks great in pre-season. He looks on it. It looks like he's going to just carry on where he left off. I think he's all right. I think he's all right. Same question for the forwards as I asked you in midfield. So of all the players you wish you had, it was Brennan Johnson for the midfield. What about the forward line? Who do you wish you had?
Haaland, obviously.
Apart from him.
Well, it's flipping João Pedro, isn't it?
João Pedro, isn't it?
I
don't... João Pedro.
I really want João Pedro.
Bloody João Pedro.
I really want him. I really want Mateta. And then all these João Pedro lovers keep coming around. And
he's going to start the season with over 50% EO. It's mad, isn't it?
And I'm not going to have him. Sorry for bashing the mic.
Let's go over to my team then. The transitions, I think, are sort of working. Let us know in the chat if they are. Don't think they are. This is my team as it stands. I've already discussed the whole kind of Virgil thing, and I'm probably... Well, I say probably, but the way I feel about that Liverpool performance today, I need to just sleep on it tonight and see how I feel about it in the cold light of day tomorrow. But based on today, I don't think I'm going to have a Liverpool defender in my team. Whereas Nottingham Forest, I can't score a goal for Toffee in pre-season, but goodness me, are they keeping some clean sheets?
How many you got?
I've got Sells and I've got Nico Williams right now. So for the sake of the podcast, I've got Sells and Dubravka in goal because just everyone's got Dubravka, right? Sells could be... Well, he could be Trafford and he could be Sanchez and he could be others. But I just think the way that I'm watching Nottingham Forest go about their business in pre-season, they are keeping clean sheets. They're not conceding a lot of XG either in these games from what I'm seeing. And I know they're not playing Premier League sides, right? But Brentford at home, I think, is a really nice fixture to start the season off. And then the fixtures after that don't look too bad as well. Trust me, I didn't think I was going to be coming into the new season with 3 Nottingham Forest in my team. But here we are, right?
3?
Well, I've got Anderson as well, haven't I? But I've got Sells and Williams at the back. So Sells and Dubravka in goal. Virgil, Williams, Diouf at the back, not Wan-Bissaka. And that's based on what I've seen so far in pre-season. He looks very attacking, Diouf.
Yeah.
I need to look a bit more at it, I think. I need to go and look at some West Ham highlights. But from what others tell me, and West Ham fans tell me, he's the one that's looking...
7 goals last season?
Something mad like that, yeah. So he's the one that's looking a bit more likely to get into the danger areas than maybe Wan-Bissaka. Then I've got Richards from Palace at the back, and then I've got Esteve, who most people have got as their 4.0 on the bench. And then in midfield, Salah, Gakpo, Palmer, Bruno Fernandes comes in. That's my big change versus the last draft that I made. And then Anderson as my 5th. The Anderson pick could be Dewsbury Hall. It could be a Reinders. It could be a lot of others that are at 5.5. Caicedo even maybe. But right now, I'm still kind of okay with putting it on Anderson. The Reinders thing is definitely... It definitely turned a lot of heads, didn't it, the other night when he gets the 2 goals? It definitely turned a lot of heads, no doubt about it. But yeah, the big change there is going from Wirtz down to Gakpo, and it's bringing Bruno Fernandes in. I hear what you're saying. I hear you. This time last year, they did the same thing, Man United. They're full of promise in pre-season. They got to the actual season and they didn't look good. And their fixtures are not exactly amazing to start the season.
They're horrible.
But I just think that Bruno is having a I just think he means business at the minute. And I just think it's, he's got that Portuguese connection with Amorim. He's now starting to see some quality around him, right? If you look at what's happening at Manchester United over the last 2 or 3 weeks, right? They've got rid of some of the guff, right? So some of the players that were being actually a net negative to the squad, to the team, to the environment. Rashford, binned. Garnacho, looks like he's going to be binned. Shock he's going to Chelsea. Right? Another young winger they don't need with an attitude. So Fernandes is going, okay, well, the club has got rid of these 2 garbage players, and we've bought in Cunha, and we've bought in... What?
They're not garbage. You can't say...
What, Rashford and Garnacho?
You can't say...
That's a rubbish, Sam.
Did you...
That's a rubbish.
What are you talking about? They weren't rubbish. They've been rubbish for Man United. They've been...
Rashford's not been rubbish for Man United.
When Rashford went out on loan at Aston Villa last season, he was not rubbish. He was
sort of average. I wouldn't say he was that good, would you?
I would.
Anyway... There's no smoke without fire. Those players clearly have attitude problems. They're all about the Rolexes and the Lamborghinis and not about playing football for the club. So he's binned them. By the way, I think Amorim, and I said this when he first came in, I think he's a top manager.
I don't disagree with that.
And he's slowly getting there. Given what he's got to work with upstairs, which, let's face it, is a bit of a shambles, he's slowly getting there with his team. And Bruno's looking at it going, well, actually, we're getting rid of some guff and we're bringing in some quality. We're bringing in Mbeumo and Cunha.
They've made great signings.
Got Dorgu looks really good in pre-season. And now all of a sudden you've got the new training facility at Carrington. Now there's we could do a whole nother podcast about why they're binning off, the working class canteen workers.
Terrible.
And now they've got all this money to spend. That ethically is wrong in my opinion. And there's a whole narrative we could have about Man United if you want one. Trust me, I'm happy to give it. But just from an pure football and FPL perspective, forget all of what's going on behind the scenes at Manchester United. They're getting rid of the crap and they're bringing in quality. And someone like Bruno's got to be looking at that as captain and on penalties and on DEFCON, because he's getting the DEFCON pretty regularly. He must be looking at that going, good, we're moving finally in the right direction. And he's having a really good pre-season, Bruno Fernandes. And they haven't got European football.
I don't necessarily disagree with anything you've just said. I just don't trust them.
All right.
I don't trust them because we've been here before. Last pre-season, they looked decent. And then the season rolled in and they were shocking. And the fixtures are awful. And so, for me, they are easily a wait and see.
Okay.
Particularly with Arsenal in game week 1.
Okay. I'm likely to have him in game week 1, I think. Likely.
Fine.
But we'll see. Gakpo over Wirtz for all the reasons that we mentioned before, and then Palmer. Go on.
Not been changed today with the defensive stuff from Gakpo?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't like
because
Gakpo
Gakpo
today.
might be one. I think he's going to be great for us this season at 7.5, and especially, I mean,
I didn't like him today.
Yeah, I think the work rate off the ball that we used to get from Luis Diaz was taken for granted for many years at Liverpool. Now, he wanted to leave, so it's fine. But now that he's not there, Gakpo is definitely going to play. If we sign Isak, then maybe there's I don't know these new players well enough, I don't think, yet. But could Ekitike then potentially play wider and maybe he and Gakpo share some minutes? Could the young lad Rio Ngamua come in? I think he's probably too young, but looks brilliant in pre-season. But Gakpo has had a very good pre-season. He didn't look good today, I admit, but I think that was more to do with the shape and more to do with the fact that Gravenberch wasn't there. So by that logic, maybe I would take it if you said to me, well, don't have him for game week 1. When Gravenberch's back in 3 or 4, get him then. And I think I would go, I find that difficult to contest. So it could be, and this is where I'm sort of sweating a little bit.
You've had Wirtz all pre-season.
I have, yeah. But I just think he's involved in everything, deep and in forward areas. He's got a proper free role. So I don't think goal scoring is going to be necessarily his kind of go-to thing that he does. I need to see more of it. But there is a world where I wake up, on game week 1, and I've got just Salah from Liverpool, which is kind of mad when you think about it. Kind of mad, maybe. I don't know. Because today there was a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks coming out of it.
You won't be at Fest with just Salah.
I doubt it. I'm going to have Gakpo. If we don't sign Isak, I'm probably going to have Gakpo.
You're not going to sign Isak before game week 1.
On the back of today, maybe Ekitike is the one to have. I don't know, but then I've got to find some serious money.
Him a lot.
Got to find some money. And then my forward line is Ollie Watkins, currently Strand Larson, and then Mark Guillou as well. I noticed Mark Guillou wasn't in the squad today for Sunderland, which is a bit of a concern.
Still on holiday.
Yeah, I think he.
You don't need him for game week 1.
He's going to get plenty of time, isn't he? He's going to get plenty of time.
There's a clause in his contract about game time.
Yes, there's
if
something
they don't
about
play
him
him
playing.
enough,
Yes.
they have to pay more for him.
Yeah, and you see when the news come through and the here we go and everything, he did seem dead chuffed, didn't he? He seemed dead chuffed. Sunderland low-key had like a good
done
window
well pre-season,
with
yeah.
Xhaka, haven't they? Sunderland, I think, could be quite good.
Although, did you see Xhaka's interview?
No, go on.
He did this interview with Sunderland. He clearly has not got a clue who Sunderland are or who plays for them. Because he just kept going. They said, who excited to play with it at Sunderland? Everyone.
All the players.
How pleased are you to be at... What do you think about Sunderland? Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Like, there was no understanding of who... I think if they'd have said, pick out Sunderland on a map, he'd have been like...
Pretty good signing, though, no?
Oh,
Pretty
don't
good
get me
signing.
wrong. It's a great
Yeah.
signing. I just thought it was a hilarious interview. I don't know why they've published it, because it's clear that he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Don't know. Just before, I'm going to ask you about Strand Larson in just a minute. I'm going to ask you about him in a minute. But before we do, I'm going to scroll back a little bit because FPL Victorious Secret has become a member here at the FPL Family YouTube channel. So welcome. We've had FPL Victorious Secret here for about...
A few weeks now. fair few weeks.
Months, I was going to say. Back end of last season, Victoria's Secret was regularly
I can't remember
hitting
back
the
to
live
the back
streams.
end of last season.
Oh, it was so long ago, wasn't it? So long ago. Victoria's Secret.
850 million drafts by then.
Weeks. He's been here for months, Victoria's Secret. Very nice to see you. Thank you for joining us here at the channel. Very pleased to have you along. He also then goes on to send a super chat. Don't need to do that. When you're a member, I don't think you need to do the super chats. I think you can do member chats, I think, but you figure it out. Haven't seen any Arsenal players in drafts because of their fixtures, but people triple up on Liverpool. Don't get it. Best defence and good attackers. Well, listen, Victoria's Secret, there is potentially a world where, Virgil becomes a Gabriel or a Saliba. And, I do think about getting an Arsenal midfielder, but what do you think of Arsenal? Overlooked?
The Arsenal defence should never be overlooked, in my opinion.
They're not getting the DEFCON, are they? That's the problem. The Gabriels and the Salibas.
No,
they don't get the DEFCONs because they play out from the back. They don't get the clearances.
But you should never overlook them because they will 100% be one of the best defences in the league this season. Of that, I have no doubt. And so they will, therefore, get a lot of clean sheets and they will get a lot of points. My issue is the opening fixtures. Up until game week 7, I look at the fixtures and realistically, I can only see one clean sheet in there. The game in game week 2 against Leeds, which looks perfect. But outside of that, I don't see a clean sheet. And that's my issue with Gabriel and Saliba. Gabriel, for a start, is just coming back from injury now, just making the squad back again. There is an element of doubt there about how much risk or how much time he'll be given in the early weeks of the season. Saliba obviously is going to play game week after game week after game week.
Gyökeres first goal? Took it well, the header, didn't he?
So I've had Gyökeres in. Last week's draft, I think I had him in. Or maybe I'd changed my mind and I'd gone to Watkins by then already. My issue slightly with him is I know exactly what I'm getting with Ollie Watkins. And I've seen it over the course of pre-season.
Comfort, isn't it? It's just a comfortable pick against somebody that's new to the league.
With nice fixtures.
Yes.
Whereas with Gyökeres, difficult fixtures, bit of a baptism of fire, all of that stuff. Game week 6 into 7, that is the moment for me where Arsenal feel really important. There is a world, though, where I go Saliba now instead of Virgil.
Okay. All right. Talk to me about Strand Larsen. The guys in the chat saying, Lee, what about Strand Larsen? Explain that. Well,
explain that.
It is quite a price pointy pick. Because I've got Bruno Fernandes.
What is he, 6.5?
He's 6.5, yeah. It's having Bruno in midfield means I had to take João Pedro down to Strand Larsen and I had to take Wirtz down to Gakpo. So there's two quite potentially big-ish sacrifices to make there to get to Bruno.
I don't like it.
I know you don't because you don't like Bruno, but I am bullish on Bruno.
Okay.
So that could easily reverse because if I take 2 million out of Bruno and I go Wirtz and João Pedro, that's far more template. It's far safer. Rather than 9 million Bruno, I've got to have a 7 million in there. Well, that could be a Kudos or anybody, couldn't it? It could be anybody
Brennan
for
Johnson.
7 million. Could be Brennan Johnson, potentially. So, yeah, that's why I've gone Strand Larsen. It's mainly a money thing. I think he's going to be on penalties for Wolves.
I don't.
Who do you think is going to be on penalties for Wolves?
Boy.
This Arias guy, this new John Arias. Yeah, it could be.
He's taking the penalties with Strand Larsen around.
Yeah, it could be. I still think he's an all right pick, and it's not like his first season in the Premier League. It's his second season. I'm backing him to build on, the season he had last season. It's just, do we go for him early or do we just wait and see whether we're right or wrong on Strand Larsen? And if we're right, then he's easy to get to at 6'5", isn't he?
My somewhat issue with Strand Larsen is that I did this last year. Couldn't afford Cunha, so I went for Strand Larsen. And it didn't end well.
No.
And so I think I'm a little bit once bitten, twice shy with him.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm absolutely not set on him because I've also I think Fulkrug's having a low key pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, not even low key. He's having a good pre-season with West Ham.
Yep.
I'm just not sure about West Ham as a team, and that's why I've kind of gone for
not even West Ham.
Strand Larsen over Fulkrug. But they, when Fulkrug come in, he was coming off the back of a really good, was it Euros at the time or whatever the big European?
It was Euros last summer.
Really good Euros. He had a great. He coming in and then was just really unlucky with his injury, wasn't he? And he was out for most of the season. But for sure, he was, the man to come in and be the number 9 for West Ham on the back of a really good
Antonio's
Euros.
Gone now.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So someone in that price bracket, but like you, this team doesn't have João Pedro, and I'm worried about that now. I don't want him either. We're not going to have the conversation again. But I just feel like
I'm not
at
having
53% owned.
No, I'm not doing it.
He scores on the opening day. Although I don't think that's an easy game for them, by the way. Crystal Palace were very good today.
Big man JP Mateta. Boom, 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 boom.
JP Mateta. Don't disagree with you. Before we get to the predictions, guys, so get your keyboards ready, guys. We're going to do the predictions now.
Yay!
We're going to talk about, and we're going to write down what our predictions are going to be for the season. And every time we go through a particular category, for which Sam has made a graphic, and they're really good, you might want to cover your eyes, West Ham fans, at one stage.
Sorry.
But for all of you guys in the chat, get your keyboards ready. We're going to be asking you in the chat on who you think is going to be the top point scorer and the top golden boot and who's going to win the league and who's going to get relegated and all that sort of good stuff, right? So get yourselves ready. And before we do, Sam, a quick shout out, as always, to our Patreon community. We have had, Sam, like a lot of new patrons in the last week and a half. It's gone a bit mad. So
I normally like to go in and say hello to everyone as they come, but there's been so many. I've just been like, hello, everyone. Because it's been like
a lot of new patrons joining. So, guys, honestly, thank
lovely.
you so much. Thank you for everyone who joins us over at Patreon at any tier, frankly, to come and support what we do here at the channel. We love you for it. We know that a lot of our patrons are in tonight and they're always here on a Sunday.
Every
always,
week.
always, always. And we love you for being here. But yeah, in the last week or so, usually we get a little bit of a peak before the start of a season. But
this is a bit mad.
It's gone a bit mad. Like loads of people at the free tier coming in because now, of course, the Ohana podcast that we usually put, or did at least last season, put behind a paywall, that's now for free. So if you go and sign up to Patreon, make a Patreon account. You haven't got to pledge us any money at all, and just follow us. Basically, follow us on Patreon, and you'll get that Ohana podcast. It's like our preview podcast.
Comes out on a Thursday.
On a Thursday, usually, before every game week. And you can get that absolutely for free just by following us on Patreon. But then if you do want to pledge and support us, and there's other stuff you can get, like Zoom calls with me and Sam, you get access to our Slack community. We have Manager of the Month competitions where you can win footy shirts and stuff. So loads going on over at www.patreon.com/FPLFamily. All the links are in the description below. And yeah, just a massive, massive thank you from both of us to anyone that signed up and supported us over the last sort of week to 10 days. Because ever, frankly, but the last week to 10 days, there's been loads. It's been awesome to see. Awesome to see. So thank you so much for everyone that goes and supports us over there. And if you're interested in joining our little tribe, our little community over on Patreon, then like I say, links in the description below. Let's have a look, Sam, at some of these pre-season predictions. Here we go. Look at these graphics, Sam. Oh, love these graphics. Well done. Absolutely brilliant graphics.
Would you like a card?
I'd love a card. Yeah,
We've got three.
One
for Lee, one for me, and one for you guys. So I will make notes. Lee will work out what it is you guys are saying, and I will write that down.
Yeah, so for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, what we are going to do is we are going to predict. We've got a whole bunch of categories, right? We've got goalies, defenders, midfielders, and forwards when we're talking about who are going to be the top FPL point scorers in each of those positions. So that's going to be the first four things you've got to predict. Then we're going to be talking about golden boot, golden glove, playmaker, so the player with the most assists. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to ask for your top four prediction. We're going to ask for your bottom three prediction. And then we're going to ask the ultimate question that gets asked every single year, Sam. Who are you backing to win the FPL Family Mini League this year? Is it going to be Team Sam or is it going to be Team Lee? I squeaked it last season, and I mean squeaked it. Like
the skin of your teeth. 2
or 3 points. It's ridiculous. The closest we've had in years. But as we go through the categories, we'll have different graphics and stuff.
It was that Salah goal of the death, wasn't it?
It was. Absolutely.
Because I hadn't captained him. I'd captained Jarrod Bowen.
So what we're saying, Sam, let's get on with these preseason predictions. So, guys, get in the chat. I would love for you guys to tell me in the chat, and we'll take a quick poll. We'll see who's the most popular one coming up. Top scoring goalkeeper in FPL this season will be who? Get in the chat and tell us who you think is going to be the top scoring goalkeeper. I am going to put somebody in here, and I'm going to put this player. Good. And then I'm going to get myself ready, Sam, by writing def and mid and forward as well. So I'm ready. And guys, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, what we are doing is predicting this season's outcomes from all these different categories. We write it on these cards. I can't see what Sam's writing. She can't see what I'm writing.
Do we not normally tell everyone?
No, I don't think so.
Do we not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we get the guys to tell us what they think.
All right.
And then we keep ours separate. Okay. And what we'll do is once we've got everybody's votes, we'll put them in an envelope, which we've got somewhere.
It's over here.
We're going to put them in that envelope, then we're going to put them in that cupboard over there, and we will leave it alone. No one's going to touch it for 38 game weeks. And we come back when all's said and done. Liverpool won the league again, and we will find out what we all thought was going to happen. What we all thought was going to happen all this time back right now in game week 1. So let's see in the chat, guys. Raya is appearing a few times. We've got Cells a few times, a few more Rayas. This is quite split though, Sam. This is not easy.
Sometimes we do put one and then the other one in a bracket.
Should I do a poll?
Oh, God.
Can we do an on-the-fly poll? Look
just
at this.
pick the two that are the best, the most appearing the most, and do a poll between them.
Okay, I'm going to start a poll, guys. I don't know how this is going to go. GKs. Can you guys actually see this on the... You can actually see this, I think, in the chat. GKs. Right, let's go with Cells. Let's go with Trafford.
Trafford?
Let's go with Raya.
Okay.
And who else do you think? Pickford?
Is he appeared in any of them? Has anyone said Pickford?
Pickford.
All right, Pickford.
Pickford. Edison, but only one or two in there. Cells, Raya, Trafford. I'm going Pickford, guys. I'm going to go the 4 options there. Pickford. Right, start poll. You've got... Oh, my God, it's completely disappeared. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at this poll. So, as we go through the poll, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds to pick who you think is going to be the top scoring goalkeeper. We're going to do this on everyone. It's going to take forever, isn't it?
Some of them will be more obvious, I think.
It's quite hot in here, isn't it? It's quite hot in the UK right now.
It's got very hot.
Is it like 25 degrees today? It's 20 at the moment. It's still quite warm, isn't it? It's still quite warm. 690 of you in, by the way, listening to our Guff and Waffle.
That's why they're all
Guff and Waffle. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff.
I've talked brilliant things tonight.
All that sort of stuff.
Guff and Waffle.
People are saying, Sanchez, how can you not put Sanchez in there, Lee? Well, look, listen, I haven't. Right, the results of the polls are, Sam, N poll, Cells 33... Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Raya 37, Cells 32, Pickford 26, Trafford 3. I'm going. You guys are saying David Raya. David Raya is the community goalkeeper of choice. It's mixed reaction there in the chat. People, London Eagles not liking that. He's not liking that. Poll ended too fast, David said. Guys, we've got to move on. We've got to move on. Who is going to be the top scoring defender in FPL? I love how you put Van der Ven on here.
Mickey Van der Ven.
For the podcasters, Sam's graphic has got Virgil, Aït-Nouri, and of course, it's got Mickey Van der Ven.
Well, I can't put everyone on there, and we need somebody handsome. So
let's see what you guys are saying in the chat.
I actually don't know what I feel about this.
Get a few names in there, guys, and then I'll do a poll, and we'll see where we're at. Yeah, there's a few Ryan Aït-Nouris in there. There's a few Cucureas.
Has anyone said Mickey Van der Ven?
So far, no one has said Mickey Van der Ven.
That's very sad, isn't it?
Milenkovic, let's see, there's a few Cucureas again. There's a Frimpong, but there's only one, I'm afraid, David. Only one Frimpong, unless a few more people. Aman with the Frimpong. Not Van der Ven, people are saying. Again, there's a lot going on in here. There's a lot of Cucureas. There's a few Aït-Nouris, Gabriels. Okay, I'm going to pick a few. Let's pick a few. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Let's go. Defs.
Well, you'd have to put Cucurella in there.
Munoz.
You've not even mentioned him.
Have I not? Who should I put then?
Well, the ones you've said so far have been Aït-Nouri, you'd mentioned.
Aït-Nouri, okay.
Cucurella, you'd mentioned.
Yeah.
Frank. Well, only one person said Frimpong. Who else can you see coming in now?
There's quite a few Vardiols.
Right, put Vardiol then.
Oh, okay.
It's also Gvardiol, to be clear.
We've got Ryan Aït-Nouri and Vardiol in the same pod. Don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Don't know how I feel about that. We should have a Forest defender. There's a few Murillos, there's a few Milenkovic's.
Well, go on then, put one of them. There's a couple of Minozes now.
Yeah. People are noticing that there is a mistake on your graphic.
What is it?
Can you spot the mistake, guys, in the graphic? Deluxe has got it in the chat. Well done. Just keep you on your toes, guys. Keep on your toes.
I put Aït-Nouri at Arsenal.
Arsenal. They wish.
That's because originally I didn't have him. I had Gabriel.
Okay.
And then I thought there was too many Arsenal players on my graphic, so I took him out.
Ryan Aït-Nouri, new Arsenal defender. Got that one wrong.
It's okay.
What we saying is this last one, Sam? Gabriel.
Where's that come from? I thought you were going
There's
for
a few
Forest
Gabriels.
All right, fine, go.
Start poll. That's it. Otherwise, it's going to take forever. Gonna take forever. 30 seconds, guys. Get in, and who you think is going to be the top scoring
we're
defender?
Just pulling names out of the hat.
Interestingly, no Liverpool defender in there. Very interesting. I'm going to say a player.
I've done mine.
Have you?
Yeah, I did it before we started talking.
Okay. All right. Let's see. A few more seconds, guys. Few more seconds. Let's go. You've got 3 seconds to vote in the poll. 3.
I feel like
2.
that was a very fast 30 seconds.
I'm not messing about here, Sam. We've got so many categories.
Blimey.
So many categories. The results of that poll. Gabrielle, 35%, Sam. 35%. Kukurea, 26%. Ryan Aitnuri, 20%. People are saying, screw the defensive contributions. We think it's
With
Gabrielle.
an injured Gabrielle, but fine.
Gabrielle is going to be the top scoring. And people are saying, justice for Munoz. No Munoz, no vote. Lol.
Yeah,
You guys, brilliant.
honestly.
Brilliant. Should we keep doing the polls, or should we just, get it out the chat?
The thing is, I don't feel like you're following the chat. I think you're just picking out 4 players you fancy.
I'm not. I'm honestly not. Honestly
right.
not. Anyway, all right. Maybe the polls are a bad idea. We'll see. Anyway, top scoring midfielder. This is the one. This is where the FPL points are really going to come, guys. Top scoring midfielder. Let's just check your graphic. Palmer does play for Chelsea. Salah for Liverpool. Saka for Arsenal. Excellent. The graphic is good. What are we saying, guys, about our top scoring FPL midfielder for this season? What are we saying?
I don't think we're going to need a poll for this one.
See, there's a Salah, there's a Palmer, there's another Palmer.
You don't have to vote for the ones on the graphic. You can vote for anyone you like.
It doesn't have to be them 3. You can vote for whoever you want. There's quite a few Sakas. There's a lot.
Absolutely fine if
there's
you
a lot
want
of
to vote
Palmers,
for
Sam.
Brennan Johnson.
There's a lot of Palmers. There's a lot of Salahs. There's a few Sakas. Couple of Brunos. Couple of Vertses. There's a lot of Palmers in here, you know. I'm noticing a lot of Palmers. It's Palmer or Salah.
We'll do a poll, just them 2.
Oh, okay, right. This is the content they want, Sam, innit? This is the content they're all here for.
If it's between Palmer and Salah, do a poll them 2. 30 seconds, winner takes it all.
Salah and Palmer, guys.
The winner takes it all.
Not Palmer. Not Palmery. Palmer. Salah and Palmer in midfield. Start poll. Guys, you've got 30 seconds. Who do you think is going to be the top scoring mid in FPL this season? Salah or Palmer? Get in there now and have a look. Have a look. What are we saying? There's quite a few Brunos coming in now. Saka as well.
It's too late to say Bruno now.
As Dahlia is quite rightly saying, Salah will not be here for a month because he'll be at the AFCON. You've got to factor that in. Got to factor that in.
That is true.
Phil B saying Anderson. DEFCON monster. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's close. It is close, Sam. But the community are saying by 51% to 49%.
I'll write that down.
Salah.
Okay, I'll write that down so we remember.
Oh, guys.
Salah, 51%.
That is seriously
to
close.
Palmer with 49%.
Adam Stevo is saying outrage. There's some unhappy people in the chat. Oh my God.
Look, I have written it down. I've written down how close it was so that next May, when we get this back out, we'll remember how close that was.
Clarky says, Lee, you've just gone and ignored Bruno. There was loads of Brunos in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Dan the man, justice for Munoz and Bruno. So I love this stream. It's sort of like, it gets a lot of engagement, but people are equally really pissed off. Who I just like, yeah, you're right. Outrage. Oh, Saka ignored. Criminal. Lee, need to rerun that one. Guys, I'm moving on. I'm upsetting the whole community here. Top scoring FPL points scoring forward, guys. On the graphic, we've got Watkins, Haaland, and Gyökeres. Doesn't have to be one of those 3. Who are you saying is going to be the top scoring FPL point scorer amongst forwards so far this season? You've gone rogue, have you?
Yeah.
It won't be Dom Solanke.
There's always got to be one rogue one, so why not?
Got to be rogue. Got to be rogue. I'm going to put...
You could just be really boring and just write Haaland.
You could just be boring and write Haaland, but if that's what you think, if you think he's going to be the one to score the most goals... Why have you not been down
the midfielder yet, by the way?
Because I'm still thinking about it.
What do you mean? We've moved on.
I'm still thinking about it. Relax. I'm still thinking about it. There's quite a few Gyökereses in there. There's a few João Pedros. I understand it. There's a lot of Watkins, Sam. Watkins, Haaland, Watkins, Haaland. There's a few Gyökeres. Okay, I'm going to do a poll.
Oh, here we go.
We're going to do a poll. I'm going to upset some people.
Right, who's getting in the poll?
Forwards. The poll is going to be Haaland. It's going to be... How do you spell Gyökeres?
Gyökeres. R-E-S.
It's going to be Ollie Watkins. And I'm going to put... Of course, it's going to upset some people, Sam. João Pedro. Start poll.
Oh, Lord above.
Start poll. That's for the Chelsea fans. The Chelsea fans loving me tonight. For the first time ever. Bit of João Pedro love.
I don't know if they are.
Bit of João Pedro love. Go on, guys. You've got 30 seconds. Is it going to be Haaland, Watkins, Gyökeres, or João Pedro? No Ekitike in there. No Isak in there.
Well,
no Bowen in
vote
there.
for Isak. Who knows where he's going to be?
Dahlia saying no Bowen, no vote. Oh, God. I do upsetting some people
Bowen,
here.
Is it?
Webby saying you forgot Barry.
Oh, old Beto.
Forgot about old Barry. Yeah, forgot about him. Sesko, all the United fans not happy with me not putting Sesko in there. Sorry, guys.
It's pretty clear you've ignored Bruno as well.
Sorry. Yeah. No Bruno, no Sesko.
You've gone very anti-United tonight.
I had quite a pro-United agenda tonight, and you've bought it. You've been all negative about it. You were all negative about it with your negative Bruno talk. There was me giving him the old big un, the DEFCON monster.
Right,
end poll. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Haaland 50%.
Oh, you're so boring, guys.
Haaland 50%. Watkins in at 21. Gyökeres 20. JP in at 7. So Haaland is your top scoring forward of choice, guys. Golden Boot then. Golden Boot. The most goals. I mean, this could very much link with the previous question. But who are we saying for Golden Boot?
I've just realised I put... Oh, no, I didn't put all forward. I was going to say, did I put all forwards on the graphic? No, I didn't. I put Salah in there, didn't I?
Golden Boot. I'm not going to do polls for these ones. We're just going to go with the chat and see what people say. Let's see. Salah's getting a lot of love in there. Haaland getting a lot of love. Gyökeres is back. My homie says Thiago.
Anyone said Brennan?
No one has yet said Brennan, Sam. No, not yet. No one has said Brennan Johnson. Kingdom FC. Cucurella for the Ballon d'Or.
Cucurella? Okay.
I'm saying nothing, Kingdom FC. I'm saying nothing. I'm not rising to that.
You had Cucurella at his best last season.
Yeah, true enough. Yeah, Haaland. A few Gyökeres. Richarlison. Good luck, people that are saying Richarlison. 2 for Richarlison. Bloody hell.
Of all the Spurs players I thought you might write,
there's quite a lot of Haalands in there. I'm calling it. They're saying Haaland. Haaland for the Golden Boot as well, Sam.
All right.
Haaland for the Golden Boot. Let's move it on. Let's go to the Golden Glove. Who's going to keep the most clean sheets, guys? This is not saves. This is who's going to keep the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season. Who is going to keep the most clean sheets? What are we saying? Let's see. Who do I think for this? This is going to be a tricky one, you know. A lot of Ryers in here again. A lot of Ryers. There's a few sells. A lot of Ryers. Dean Henderson, the Raven effect. Yeah, who'd bet against that after today? Yeah, a lot of Ryers. Which goes along with your goalkeeper pick, guys. I think you had Raya as goalkeeper.
They did,
yeah. There's a few sells. A couple of Kelleher's, but I'm not going to go with that. There's a lot of Ryers. We're going to go Raya. All right, let's go for the playmaker. Who is going to be the player? This is a nice one. Who's going to get the most assists so far this season? Not so far, for this season. Who is going to get the most assists? The Playmaker Award. A few potential options on the screen there. You've got Kudus, you've got Saka, Wirtz, Palmer, Rodgers. Doesn't have to be one of those, of course. Could be a defender. Could be a wing back. Who knows? But let me know, guys. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to be the playmaker this season. Who's going to get the most assists in the Premier League? There's quite a lot of Sakas coming through here. There's a few Brunos. There's a few Palmers. There's a lot of Sakas. A whole bunch of Sakas there. Saka. Wirtz, Palmer, Saka.
I don't know who to write for this one.
This is a tricky one. This is splitting you guys. This is a difficult one. No doubt about it. It's a difficult one. Are we saying most assists, including like FPL assists?
Yeah.
Including FPL assists. Okay.
Well, it's the one that wins the Playmaker Award, basically, though, isn't it?
Okay. All right. There's quite a few Sakas, guys. Palmer's making a little bit of a comeback here. But there's a lot of you saying Saka. I'm tempted.
My tummy is doing a lot of talking. I'm really sorry if you can hear that on
Let's go with...
What am I putting for them?
Well, and I'm still seeing a lot... I'm saying Saka. That's right. Again, that's going to upset a few of you, I know. I apologise.
Who was it tight with, Palmer?
No, I would say, but I'd say Saka is
standout.
There's a few Palmers, of course, but I think, did they say Palmer for the midfielder?
No, they said Salah.
Salah.
It was 51,
Oh, it was very
49.
close, wasn't it? Very close, yeah. So Palmer not getting either of those awards. That's going to upset a few Chelsea fans. Sorry, boys and girls. But we're going with...
Especially as Cucurella's got nothing either.
We are going with Saka as your Playmaker award. Right, let's go for the top 4 then. Who is going to be the top 4? Right in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 team names. Write them in order. So who do you think is going to be first, second, third, fourth?
God, this is going to be
and we'll do
with you
the same.
trying to work this out.
We'll do the same first. We'll do the same here. I'm going to write this out.
Every year I put Spurs somewhere in this.
Where are they going to go?
Should I leave them out this year?
Where are they going to go? Right, I've done my 4. Let's see what you guys are saying. You guys are saying number 1, Man City. Man City. Liverpool City. Arsenal Man U. Interesting. Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, City. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Brighton. That man is saying, goodness me, Brighton.
Hello?
From absolutely
Brighton,
nowhere.
where are they coming
Good
from?
Lord, that's an interesting shout. Nigel the Crab is saying Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. Liverpool to squeak into the top 4, Nigel. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Louise, I much prefer Louise's answer. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea. No Manchester United in the top 4 for Louise. Save Parker, you'd like this one, Sam. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs for 4th. George is saying Spurs will get the top 4.
Way, Georgie boy.
What else we've got? Deluxe is saying Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, City. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea. God, this is very mixed, guys. This, isn't it? Very mixed.
I don't know how we're going to do this one.
This is very, very tough, isn't it? Very tough.
I think you have to... Okay, here's what I think we do.
Go on.
We take the top 4 most mentioned. So it seems to be Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Yes, I would say so. Yes.
And then let's go. Who's going to finish first?
Do you want to get a poll and then the ranks...
Yeah, but you're going to vote... They can only vote once, right? So the vote would just be for the top.
Yeah. But, like, whoever will... someone... They won't... Not everyone's just going to vote for, say, Liverpool. And it'll be, like, ranked, won't it?
All right.
Top 4.
So we'll put them in order. Vote for the club that you think are going to win the league, and that will determine the top 4 order of those. The one with the most votes will be first, second most votes will be second, third most votes will be third, and then obviously the 4th will be 4th.
So what form I put in? Liverpool, City, Arsenal and?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
You seem to be mentioning Chelsea a lot.
Chelsea. Okay, so there's our 4. Based on generally what you guys are saying, let's start the poll. And then however this poll ends up, 1 to 4, that is what you guys... We will put as your guys' prediction for the top 4 win the Premier League. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. Let's see how we're getting on with this. Right, we'll do 10 more seconds, guys, and then we'll get on to the relegation fight. Relegation.
3, 2, 1. I count it down from 10.
End poll. You guys are saying Liverpool for champions, 36%. Then Manchester City, 27%. Yeah. Arsenal, 24%. Chelsea, 12%. That is what the community are saying is going to be the top 4, okay. Sam. Let's get on to the bottom 3, what you guys are saying. And I apologise in advance to any West Ham fans here. I did not put these graphics together. Sam put the graphics together. You don't necessarily have to put the West Ham in it relegated. What have you got against West Ham?
So actually nothing.
Right.
I'll be honest. When I first picked it, I thought it was Burnley, and then I blew them up, and I was like, "Oh, it's West Ham." But they looked so miserable that it kind of summed up being in the bottom 3. So I've just kept them. So sorry if you are a West Ham fan, but I just thought the picture kind of summed up what might happen in the bottom 3. Not West Ham there, but just the feeling of them being there. You know.
Okay. That makes no sense whatsoever. But we're going with it.
I think you'd look like that if you got relegated, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you would. You would. You think West Ham are going down? Not necessarily.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. Sunderland, Burnley, Brentford. Oh, goodness me. Victoria's Secret. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to becoming a member here at the FPL Family YouTube channel. You've got to remember there are people like George that have been around for a long, long time, and you can't say Brentford are going down in front of him. In fact, he says, George saying, anyone saying Brentford's dead to him.
George, I said Brentford.
Have you put Brentford? We're seeing George on Friday. What are you doing? Even if you put it, don't say you've put it.
I haven't put
Seeing a guy on Friday.
George, I love you, George.
God, bloody hell.
But they're so rubbish, Lee. Have you watched them?
I can't believe you've done that. I'm just going to carry on with the chat. Matthew Potter says Man U, Spurs and Everton. That's a bit more like it, Matthew Potter.
Hold the front door. Have you not seen us lately? We've been all right.
FPL says Spurs, Burnley, Sunderland. Keith Hill
Throw my
says...
pen. Taking the piss.
He's all the West Ham, but he pissed off all the Hammers. Now look at them. They're coming back at you.
Well, they can come back. Just pretend it's someone else.
Let's see. We've got Dan the Man. Leeds, Burnley, Wolves. I am seeing Wolves a lot. Sorry, Wolves fans. I'm seeing Wolves a lot. Wolves, Burnley, Sunderland. Burnley, Wolves, Sunderland's. George is saying he's actually hurt.
Sorry,
hurt.
I haven't really put it. I haven't really.
She has. A man is saying West Ham, Burnley, Leeds. I think, Sam, you have to put Sunderland. I think you have to put Wolves. And then I think you probably have to put Burnley. Those are the three.
Which order?
Whatever order you want. I would say Wolves 18th and then Burnley, Sunderland. Let's put that.
Okay.
So we're saying that...
See, George, it's all fine. You're not getting relegated.
Who's the other team that's come up then? Leeds. You think Leeds are going to survive, guys? Okay, interesting. I too think they might do all right, Leeds. I do think they'll do all right.
Dirty Leeds.
Let's go to the main vote then.
Well, hang on. Before we do this, though,
what?
We actually haven't done the person that we think is going to be the highest point scoring because I forgot to make the graphic.
Oh, okay. Well, before we do Sam versus Lee, then the top FPL point scorer?
FPL scorer.
Full stop.
Full stop across every position. Okay. Top FPL point scorer. We always do this one. We haven't done it because I forgot to make a graphic. Sorry, everyone. So just a player that you think is going to be the highest scoring.
Do we need the chat or just me and you going to do this?
No, they should do it as well. Go on. The player that you think is going to score the most FPL points this season, go.
Yeah. Any position.
Yeah.
Any position.
Mickey van der Ven is the obvious answer.
Of course. Let's see. There's quite a lot of Salahs going on. There's a couple of Haalands going on. Right, let's see. Palmer. A couple of Palmers. João Pedro, like it. Let's see. A couple of Palmers. There's a lot of Palmers in here, you know. Haaland and Palmer. There's a few that are going Palmer and Haaland, and that might be a Salah AFCON thing, I don't know. But can you please put Palmer stroke Haaland?
Fine. Right, now
and that will appease the Chelsea fans because we didn't get Palmer in as either the midfielder or the playmaker.
Right, so now the next one we can do as a poll.
Go on then.
2 options.
Go on then.
Sam.
What are we saying?
Versus Lee. And you just pick whichever one of us you think is going to be better. It's not a favouritism thing. It's literally... it's not, because we all know you'd all vote me. So it's just who you think's going to win out of the two of us this season.
FPL family winner, Team Sam or Team Lee. Start the poll. You have 30 seconds to vote, guys. Who you think is going to win. And we should talk about the last few years because it was me last year. Was it you the year before?
No.
So I've won it, back to back?
And then I'd done 4 seasons before that.
Yeah, so you've done 4 straight in a row, beating me up every single year. But in the last 2 years,
previous year you smashed me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't have raised it like that. But you beat me by a lot.
And snuck it last year.
And then last year you snuck it with Salah on the final day.
Snuck it on the last day. Now, bear in mind, guys, Sam does do this for a living.
So do you?
No, I don't. I have a different job, a much more boring job.
Well, that's true.
Come on. If I don't do FPL for a living, this is a hobby for me. Whereas this for you, this is your job. Don't want to put you in any extra pressure.
Would you not? I mean, to be fair, I have actually smashed it out of the park with my job this summer. Have you seen Scout lately?
Scout is going very well. I'm very impressed with all the members' areas and all that sort of stuff. It's been brilliant. George is saying he's going for Team Lee because Sam literally has just betrayed me. He was all about Team Sam until just now, and you've sent Brentford down. You've upset him. George, I understand.
George, man.
What else are we saying? Spurs will be better, Liverpool will be worse. So I back Sam, Team Sam. FPL Victoria's Secret is saying. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
I like you more than George.
All right, ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. End poll.
And
the poll is saying...
Oh, I haven't written what I think.
The winner, Sam, with 59% of the vote is #Team Sam.
Oh, no pressure, guys. Thanks.
Team Sam.
By 59%.
It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Might want to write 59%.
Remember that fine means fearful.
Correct. I'm fine. It's
Fearful,
honestly
irrational, neurotic, and emotional.
Yeah, I've not taken it personally, guys.
Have you written something?
I'm fine. I've written something, yes.
You probably back me as well, to be fair.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm allegedly.
Just won back-to-back seasons. I'm going for the hat-trick.
Yeah, but apparently Liverpool are going to be crap this year, and so are you.
Going for the hat-trick.
You're going to be like...
What?
João Pedro.
Am I?
All the pre-season hype. None of the action during the league.
Yeah, all talk. 7.5%, 7.5 million in
Right, give me a
sheet.
Give me a sheet, Bonfield.
Well, one of the things I didn't do was write down my midfielder, so I'm now going to do that.
Oh, you've still not done that. Right, here's the envelope, guys. We're going to pop them in.
These are all the predictions going into the envelope. We will see them again 38 game weeks from now in what is I love it. I absolutely love.
Right, what's the
in
date?
May
It's the 10th.
getting that out.
So I'm going to sign it across
August 10th.
so that you...
10th of August. Show the camera once you're done.
25.
There we go.
Just put a little love heart there because,
Beautiful.
There we go. Look, so you can see I've sealed it.
There we go. 10th of August, 2025 heart. And on the front it says...
FPL Family Preseason Predictions.
Preseason Predictions.
That's going in the cupboard that we promise is there because Lee keeps telling you it's over there. It's
definitely over there. In
fact, it's currently got a signed Lady King shirt in front of it.
So really? Very good.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is. Guys, thank you for that. There we go. Thank you for indulging both of us there in terms of that preseason predictions. Probably a bit more long and drawn out than I thought, to be honest, with the polls, everything else. But I think it worked. I think it just about worked, no?
Yeah. 2 things I want to do before we go.
Go on.
First of all, if you aren't coming to Fest on Friday and you can still make it...
Wait. I got a screen. And a weird transition. There we go. Fantasy Football Fest. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's on Friday night. If you want to come and watch Liverpool with Lee on Friday evening, we'd be delighted to see as many of you as possible. There is a whole gaggle of the FPL family community going. We'll have a little area. We'll set up a little table. George, if he still likes me, will be there. There'll be loads of us there. And it's such a great evening. And this year looks like it's going to be fantastic. Obviously... Jules is hosting, that'll be chaos. Jermaine Genius, Jermaine Pennant are going to be there. Quite often there's a load of people that show up. It is a phenomenal way to spend the afternoon. It starts at 2:00. We're going to try and be there, but we, Lee from FPL Family, you haven't asked me about what we're doing this week, so I'm going to spoiler alert it with, on Friday we are doing the first Game Week 1 preview fantasy show.
On Sky or FPL show?
No, on the FPL.
FPL show with Kelly. Okay, very nice.
It's called.
Very good. Fantasy show, good.
So we'll be doing that with Kelly on Friday, and we'll drive home from Stockley Park where that's recorded and come straight into London to get to Fest, and we'll be there hopefully just before 2 to meet as many of you as possible. Tickets are still on sale, so if you do want to come, you'd think I was getting paid for this. I'm not. I just really like it. It's a really great evening. It's a lot of fun. We get to watch the Liverpool game. So yeah, if you're thinking about coming, please do go and buy tickets and do come along because it is fantastic and support the stuff that Ed and Gianni are doing. The second sales bit of patter I've got for you this evening is over on Scout. We have worked so hard this summer. I can't tell you how hard we've worked and how little Leah's seen of me over the last couple of months. But it has been genuinely the best pre-season we've ever had, and the stuff that we have now available is phenomenal. And we have so much more great stuff to come. When the game kicks off on Friday, there'll be a load of updates. Reese will be doing them live from Fest. A load of widgets that will come into play that will show you what's happening in the game week as it's coming. It will be brilliant. It's currently 40% off at Scout at the moment if you head over there and sign up via the link in our description. But if you also put the code FFSFamily5, it will give you an additional 5% off. So don't forget to use the code, use the little link in our description, and go over there and sign up, because honestly, obviously I'm part of the Scout family, but it is such an incredible tool and it's only getting better.
Levels this season, whole new levels. I can't say you have worked so hard on it, you and the team. I do need to give a shout out to your mate, and well, I'm mates with him too, but Reese in particular has worked so hard on getting the site and the UX and the user experience so good on it, and he's done a fantastic job, Reese, a fantastic job. But the whole team have done great.
Reese has been pulling overnighters multiple times this season. He is honestly also one of just the nicest humans you'll ever meet. He'll be at Fest on Friday with Tom and I, and a load of the rest of the FFS team. So come and say hi to him, shake his hand, I'll be buying him multiple pints, I imagine, because genuinely I could not have done everything I've said to him, Reece, I would like. He has sometimes within minutes, he's gone, yeah, I can do that, and he's created it.
Yeah.
He's working on something at the minute which genuinely I think is going to be a bit of a game changer. So that should be live in the next couple of days.
Little teaser. Napstars is in the chat. He's saying, yeah, the UX, the user experience on Scout is so good. Yeah. So good. Just a last comment from me on Fest. Yes, very much looking forward to seeing all of you guys, as many of you there as possible on Friday. I've had a couple of people reach out to me and say, look, I'm coming on my own. There's people travelling on their own to Fest. And, you know, let's not beat around the bush. It's 200 or 300 people at Fest. It can be quite intimidating if you're coming on your own. I totally understand it. We're going to be there. We're going to be there, like you said, as early as we can. No doubt about it. But if you are part of the FPL family community, if you're here listening to this live stream, if you follow us on X and Twitter or whatever, come to the front desk. Say hi You'll probably be there. It's usually someone like Gianni or Gianni's other half, Cam, or somebody will be on the front desk. Just say you're with FPL Family or Ali and Sam there, whatever. We'll come and meet you at the front. We'll come and meet you. And then we'll introduce you to the table of reprobates that are going to be there, right? The Georges and the Sides and everybody else that's going to try and be there. So if you are travelling on your own, I totally get it. It can be a very, very intimidating thing to come to, particularly if you're female, because it's a predominantly male-oriented event. No doubt about it. A lot of the people that go are guys.
Yep.
So anyone travelling on their own, do reach
this
out.
Year.
Reach out.
Don't be scared to come. And if you are feeling apprehensive about it, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram or send Leah a DM on X, and we'll happily come and find you, make sure you're all right. Generally speaking, Gianni sticks me on the door for the first hour or so. So as soon as I get there, I'll probably be down there anyway, and I can send you in the direction of... Lee normally hangs out with the rest of the FPL family crew, don't you, until I finish my shift on the door.
Always.
But do come hang out with us. It honestly, by the end of the night, you'll have made friends. Well, but within 5 minutes, you'll have made friends. It's great.
Perfect. Well, there we go, guys. That's pre-season done, Sam.
Yay!
Pre-season is done.
No, it's not. There's a rather big match on Wednesday night.
Oh, I forgot about the Super Cup. Yeah, for sure, the Super Cup is coming up. We will be doing also our first Ohana podcast of the season on Thursday, when we will be talking about, inverted commas, our locked-in drafts. Will they be locked in on Thursday night? Your guess is as good as mine, Frank. But we will be doing an Ohana podcast, so if you want access to that Ohana podcast, go and follow us over on Patreon. You don't even have to give us any money on Patreon. Just go and open an account and follow FPL Family, and then you'll have access to the Ohana podcast. We're putting it out there at the free tier over on Patreon. So patreon.com/FPL Family. If you want that exclusive podcast over on Thursday, we're going to put that up on the Patreon website. For everybody else, like and subscribe. Good luck with the final week of tinkering. We will see those of you that we can see at Fest on Friday. Otherwise, good luck, guys, for the big kickoff game week 1, and we'll see you on Sunday, when we'll have a lot more information and we'll be tinkering again.
I can say it now, Lee.
With our teams. Go on.
Good luck, everyone. Green arrows.
Green arrows. Cheers, guys.
Bye.